was far too risky, even with me here to help you balance your chi.
There was no time. I had no other choice. In any case, it was not completely without benefit to myself. I managed to learn something.
Oh, was denn?
Jiang Li's design is quite brilliant. She makes numerous innovations that I can learn from. Alas, if only there wasn't a catch.
So, how much longer do you think Baizhu's gonna nap for?
They've been outside waiting for you the whole time while you were asleep. Shall we at least go and show our faces?
All right.
Surely
Ah,
he
daar is ze.
hasn't.
Ah,
There's
wat
no
een
way
is
he
dat?
could have just...
Who's talking behind our backs again?
Daar is ze.
Baizhu! Changsheng!
En is er nog nu?
Of course. There's no need to be concerned. I merely had to transfer a rather large amount of life force on this occasion. But, with Changsheng's help, I will recover in time.
Oké.
Jialiang seemed fine yesterday. Why did he need more life-saving treatment again so soon?
Goed
I
vragen.
made an error in my initial diagnosis. Jialiang is in fact suffering from more than one ailment.
Oh.
And as a result, his life force depleted at a greater rate than I had anticipated.
What? You mean, even if you got all the poison out of him, he'd still be sick?
Yes. But more pertinently, the poison in Jialiang's system is there precisely because it is being used to manage his underlying medical condition. Jialiang has a rare congenital heart condition, and ongoing treatment is essential to maintaining healthy functioning of his heart meridian.
Oké.
Left untreated, it puts the patient at risk of coughing up blood and fainting, and in the longer term, causes irreversible damage to the internal organs. Though it was created from God remains, this formula is not a poison in Jialiang's case. Rather, it's his medication.
Had he
Oh.
not taken it all these years, he likely would have died a long time ago.
Oh. Deswegen hat Jiang... Ah, ich
Still.
probiere es mal nicht auszusprechen.
Using poison to treat a disease is hardly a viable long-term solution. As time passed, and the poison accumulated in his system, it began to impact his cognition. Moreover, the longer he relied upon this medicine, the more resistant his body became to it. Jiang Li had to concoct ever greater quantities to ensure its continued efficacy, or he could have still perished at any moment.
That explains why Ayu said his dad has been getting worse, and why his mom went off to gather herbs.
Huh.
God remains are extremely dangerous to be around, because humans have no natural defense against them. I shudder to think how many times Jiang Li has exposed herself to them. I fear that the situation is just as that Adeptus described. In an effort to save Jialiang's life, Jiang Li has abandoned all regard for her own safety.
I never suspected that even Jiang Li would turn to the same path as so many others over the years. Perhaps this is the inevitable course of fate.
Huh.
To sacrifice one's own life to save others. To go beyond human means in order to do the impossible. Whatever the cost may be.
Schicksal.
Well, I think that it's too early to say with any certainty what fate has in mind. In any case, I have stabilized Jialiang's condition for now, so our immediate priority should be to get ourselves back to Qingsa village and find out where Jiang Li is.
Oké.
Her regular exposure to God remains over such a long period will have been catastrophic for her health.
Ja,
And
dat
given that
stimmt.
she's already been missing for several days, I am fearing the worst.
Wer ist da? Ja, da was
It's
mitbekommen.
me, Traveler, Dr. Baizhu.
you overheard everything already.
Hat er wahrscheinlich.
Dr. Baizhu, please let me come with you. You've already done so much for my family. I can no longer just sit here and watch while you put yourself at risk for Jiangli's sake. After all, if it wasn't for me, she wouldn't have had to put herself in harm's way in the first place. I know I won't be of much help in battle, but at the very least, I can show you the way. I'm sure I'll be able to remember. I know there's a spot where she says goodbye to me every time she goes to gather her herbs. I'm sure I'll remember. I have to remember.
Be careful. If you get too agitated, your blood pressure and stress levels will rise, putting further pressure on your heart. For your own safety, you should stay here and rest.
No! We're out of time! We have to go now. Right now. Before I forget everything again.
Oh boy.
This trip will be extremely dangerous, and there is a very real possibility that you will not return from it. Are you sure you're prepared for that? I never expected to live this long in the first place. My death is already long overdue. So why should I fear it? There's only one thing I fear now, and that's that I'll forget her again before we manage to find her.
Und da ist Uta.
Very well. Then follow me.
Und Gigi auf der Treppe.
Dr. Baizhu, are you heading out again?
Yes. This could be a long one. Could you please prepare a dose of the usual formula? Please add an extra measure of mistgrass pollen and 1 dose each of the ingredients from the 3rd and 5th compartments of my medicine cabinet. I hope it works.
Dr. Baizhu, do you mean...
Hop to it now. And remember to be careful with the cauldron this time. You don't want to burn yourself again.
Okay.
Okay. Ich frag mich, was da gerade gemacht wird, aber okay. Dann gehen wir wieder hier hinten zu dem Haus, hier scheint. Suchen nach Hinweisen und dann geht's wahrscheinlich in irgendeine Höhle oder so, wo wir dann die Mutter auffinden, beziehungsweise die Frau. Aber okay, das heißt, das ist sehr interessant. Das heißt, sie hat konstant, um das die Herzkrankheit im Schach zu halten, ihn mit Gift sozusagen beziehungsweise beschäftigen lassen, während seine Herzkrankheit wieder sich beruhigt hat. Sehr interessant. Aber auch halt, wie Baizhu sagt, sehr gefährlich und ja, ungewöhnlich auch noch dazu.
It's just like the day I went missing. It's as if something inside me is trying to guide me somewhere.
Okay.
The Motherlode's influence is growing stronger. But is it because we're getting closer to the source? Or because the leakage of Che blood is growing more severe?
Gute Frage.
Jiang, can you sense which direction the source is in? I think it's this way. Yes, I'm sure of it.
Okay. Wir folgen dir mal. Wahrscheinlich irgendwo hier ist eine Höhle oder irgendwas so.
I feel a dull ache in my heart. This must be the way.
Show me the way. Bin sehr gespannt, wo genau jetzt.
This place feels familiar.
Ja.
I think I've
Ah,
been
hier.
here before.
Oh, das ist näher wie gedacht, okay.
There is an inauspicious presence here. Even I can sense it.
Okay.
I think I remember this place.
Jialiang, are you okay? Maybe you should rest here while we continue the search.
No, I have to keep going. Jiangli is still waiting for me. Then let's hurry.
Okay. Let's go. Städte, oh Gott, meine Stimme hat gerade komplett mich verlassen. Städte weilender Träume. Okay, let's go. Wir bekommen wahrscheinlich noch Baizhu zugeteilt. Und dann können wir loslegen, da ein bisschen Rambazamba zu machen. Wenn wir wahrscheinlich ein paar Gegner antreffen und alles. So, bekommen wir noch Text oder geht's direkt los in den Dungeon? Okay, wir bekommen noch Text.
This place gives Paimon the creeps. Who knows what we're gonna find up ahead?
Gute
The
Frage.
digging marks here appear amateur and rather old. I suspect it is a thieves' tunnel.
Das heißt, wir werden auf Titel treffen. Okay.
Paimon has heard rumors about treasure around these parts before. Maybe it was the treasure hoarders that dug this tunnel.
Das kann gut sein.
Judging by the tools they left behind, it's certainly a possibility. But why did they abandon this place without even stopping to pack up their tools?
Oder vielleicht sind sie noch hier.
I remember now. She took me here once and told me that she'd found a way to save me in this cave.
Okay.
But she said that the method would cause me to,
Forget wahrscheinlich. Wird dich vergessen lassen.
Why can't I remember what she said?
Easy, Jialiang. Come on, let's keep going.
Okay. So, mit Baizhu. So. Schatzräuber? Ne, Heli-Shells, okay. So, wir kämpfen mal ein bisschen Baizhu. Ich hatte irgendwie gerade ein paar Lags. Ich hoffe, dass das nicht so spürbar war für euch. So. La 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 la. So, ein bisschen healen, weil ist auch praktisch. Und hopp. Und bam. So, sprich mit Baizhu und den anderen. Oh, ja, okay. Das ging relativ schnell wieder. Boom, boom, boom. Nice.
Whoa, there's a sensor here. Those treasure hoarders sure made themselves at home.
Kein Stau auf der Oberfläche des Räuchergefäßs. Es gehört nicht zu den Schatzräubern.
I believe this sensor was used to burn a monster-repelling incense.
A monster repelling incense? You sure? 'Cause we did run into that group of monsters just now.
Ja,
The incense was burned several days ago. If I had to guess, the monsters we fought just now were enticed here by some entity deeper inside the cave.
okay.
No doubt an encounter with the very same entity was what prompted the treasure hoarders to flee and abandon their designs on this cave. After them, Jiangli was the next person to discover this place and what lies inside. But to her, it presented an opportunity to save Jia Liang's life, albeit as a last resort.
That's right. This sensor, it belongs to Jiangli. Yes, this was the place. This is where I told Jiangli to give me the poison.
Okay.
I'm fine. Let's keep going. I can feel it. She is right below us,
Oh, der
waiting for me.
wird uns doch gleich umkippen, ey. Oder irgendwas in der Art. Warte. Sehen wir einen Schalter, den ich gerade nicht sehe, oder? Ah, einfach so öffnen, okay. Geronimo! Okay, das war nicht so tief, wie ich jetzt gedacht hätte. So. Hier nix. Ne? Okay, nix hinter uns. So, dann gehen wir hier weiter.
I can feel it. We're getting close.
Okay.
We're almost there. It's right up ahead. The
Aktivieren.
place where we made a pact together to...
Man kann auch einfach so machen. So. Und voilà.
We can keep going now.
From the
Yes.
looks of it, the energy released by this mechanism can not only clear barriers, but also be conducted by corresponding mechanisms. Perhaps it's something we can make use of.
Könnte sein. Okay, bewegen. Okay, ich würde mal sagen, wir bewegen ihn mal als erstes dahin. Hier geht's nicht. Okay, aktivieren. Wie groß ist die Dings? Vielleicht trifft's, ja. Ja, nice, okay. Ich wollte sagen, weil sonst anders, glaube ich, geht das hier nicht auf. Okay, jetzt einfach nur eine Kiste. Nicht viel, aber hey, besser als nichts. So, dann bewegen wir das in die Richtung da. Und machen dann hier. Hoppala. Und auf ist die gute alte Tür hier. So, was haben wir denn hier? Was wir nicht kaputt können machen und sonst hier auch nichts. Okay, Tor der Wiedergeburt und eine Kiste. Okay. Hoppala. So, wir machen hier ganz schnell. Oh nein, nicht die Viecher. So. Voila. Damit hätten wir das hier gemacht. Und können wieder zurück. Und die letzte Tür öffnen. So. Bewegen. Aber da ist der Weg abgeschnitten. Das heißt...
Paimon doesn't see any barrier-breaking mechanisms around here.
There are tracks here, and it looks like they're connected to something. Shall we follow it and see
Geht's
where it
einfach auf?
takes us?
Nee, hä? Habe ich das im anderen Raum übersehen? Warte, das schauen wir mal kurz. Oh Gott, wer ist fast da hinten los? Ah, hier. Okay. So. Bewegen. Bewegt den Arsch, Mann. So. Okay. Und dann können wir, glaube ich, die Tür ohne Probleme aufmachen. Okidoki. Und da ist auch noch... Ne, ist nichts. Okidoki. Aber dann... Nein. Nicht bewegen. Schütz. Hä? Warum kann ich das nicht? Ich kann mir vorstellen, warum. Wahrscheinlich kann man das nicht aktivieren. Deswegen muss man das hier hin bewegen. Aktivieren und dann aktiviert sich das da und dann, ja. Kettenreaktion. So, probieren wir mal. Hab ich recht? Ja, nice. Okay. Okay. Ich wieder weiter? Ne, wir müssen hier runter. Oh, der Typ. Kommt immer mit schlechtere Kondition. Okay, okay. Ich glaube, wir haben es gefunden.
Zhongli!
Ah, da liegt sie. Okay. Kein Problem.
Remains must have lured them here. Watch my back.
Inkarnation der Bitterkeit und Seufzer, geplagt vom Blut des Chi. Kein Problem. Das bekommen wir schon hin. So.
Turn for the better.
Kleine Ulti mal da rein. Und so. Hopp. Oh, Feuer, perfekt. Hopp. Und voilà, weg mit dir. Okay, das war's, glaube ich. So. Hier keine Cutscene.
How serious is it? Is she...
Ich glaube, sie lebt aber.
I can still feel a pulse, but her condition is quite grave.
Ja, das
The
kann ich mir
god
vorstellen.
remains here are encroaching on her cognition, much as the poison in your system did to you. If we don't eliminate it soon, then even if we save her life, I fear that she may never wake up again.
Oh,
Then what are we waiting for? Let's destroy the remains right away!
It's not as simple as that. Don't you remember what Baizhu said? The poison within Jialiang's body is inextricably linked to the god remains here.
ja.
If the source is purged, the poison in his system will stop having any effect.
And the poison within Jialiang's body is keeping his heart condition under control. So, if it stops working...
Ja.
Oh no. Are you saying...
Indeed. If the god remains here are purged, then your life will come to an end.
I wondered when this day might come.
Ja.
Wait! But we've all been working our butts off to save Jialiang's life! After all that, we can't just give up on him! Baizhu, you're a great doctor! Surely you gotta know of some other way we can save him, right?
You could continue to take the poison, which would buy you some time. As for Jiangli, maybe if we put our heads together, we can think of something?
Er wird sich opfern.
It appears to me that she was striving to concoct your medicine for you, right up until the moment when she lost consciousness.
Dr. Baizhu, give it to me straight. How long does Zhongli have?
The god remains have reached her internal organs. Under ordinary circumstances, I would give her less than 3 days. But if I were to treat her using a secret art,
Das ist wieder.
But what would be the point of that? Dr. Baizhu, I'm all too aware of the dangers of God remains. You are not the first to mention it to me.
Ja.
If I continue to sustain my own life using this wretched substance, not only would Jiangli have to keep risking her life to make my medicine for me, but I would have to live with the looming threat of these remains breaking out and wreaking havoc not just upon me, but my entire family. I know for a fact that I should have died over a decade ago. The fact that I've been around to see how you grow up is already a great blessing from Rex Lapis. If my choice can bring Jiangli back, then even if I,
Oh boy.
even if I die,
Jialiang.
after cheating death for so long, it seems I've grown somewhat addicted to life.
Huh.
Traveler, Dr. Baizhu, could I have another minute with my wife? I just want to have one final moment together.
Oh, jetzt kommt die Cutscene, oder nicht? Oh, das ist. Oh.
of course.
Thank you, everyone. And I'm sorry that I won't be able to repay your kindness in this life.
Jialiang. Baizhu, Changsheng. Is there really nothing else you can do?
Nicht wirklich, ne?
I'm sure that over the years, Jiangli will have tried all the conventional methods known to humankind. As for less conventional methods, I have little expertise besides Changsheng's secret art.
Huh.
Mortals are fated to grow old and pass on when their natural lifespan runs out. If it were so easy to combat the natural processes of aging and death, Jiangli would not have had to resort to unnatural methods.
Ja, okay.
What a crazy situation. Jiangli risked it all to save Jialiang's life. And now, Jialiang has to sacrifice himself to save Jiangli. What's the point of it all?
Das Einzige, was wir jetzt tun können, ist Zeugen des Entschlusses, zu Jiangling zu werden.
I've seen many final farewells in my time, but I can never get used to it.
In the human realm, all things must come to an end. Is it not a fitting end to die for a worthy cause? At least, that's what generations of masters before you have always believed.
The path they chose was indeed a heroic one. But when I think of those who would willingly sacrifice themselves for others, I cannot help but think that theirs are the lives least deserving of death.
When all this began, we agreed that once Ayu was old enough to help you gather herbs, it would be time for me to go. If you could only see him now. He took me all the way to Liyue Harbor to see the doctor. And he even got the Adventurers Guild to search for you. So, I know that you'll both be okay without me.
Oh boy.
I've said my goodbyes. My time has come. Do what you must.
As you wish.
Und weg ist es. Oh Gott.
It will eat away
Der
at both your
Bewusstsein, der Gedächtnis.
cognition and your memories. In the end, you'll become little more than a shadow of your true self.
Okay.
I'll take it. At the very least, it will allow me to stay with you and watch Ayu grow up.
Oh Gott.
Mom, something's really wrong with Dad. Don't fret, Ayu. I will gather some medicinal herbs right away. I promise you, nothing will happen to our family.
Why would these memories come to mind now?
Daisy.
The longer we live, the tighter We cling to what we have. Oh, how I would love to hear your voice one last time.